I want to get you guys' input on some news that broke earlier this week. We haven't been on here in a minute. Go ahead and bring me
It's there,
Skip
buddy.
Bayless.
Skip Bayless.
Hit me.
Skip Bayless has been sued along with Joy Taylor. Well, Skip Bayless is basically the one behind all this, from my gathering. Offered a hairdresser $1.5 million for some sort of intercourse.
Mm.
And when she went to go to the higher ups, Joy Taylor said basically keep that to yourself.
She got groped. She got
Yeah.
groped as well.
Okay.
And I think that's what she complained
Oh,
about.
okay. Okay.
It was the vice president of the
Right.
content,
Yeah. Yeah. I was getting ready to
Charlie
tie
Dixon.
him.
Right.
Yeah. He's
Mhm.
tied in it too. Joy Taylor said, keep that to yourself. And
Get over it.
apparently her and Emmanuel Acho, who used to play, he was a linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, who didn't really get a lot of playing time.
Yeah, he sucked, bro.
Now he's a TV analyst. Apparently they
Mm.
have a thing going on.
Right.
And the content director for Fox, what's his name, Charles Dixon. Apparently he's involved in all this shit as well. He knew about it or something, or whatever. It's a complete shit show. I would expect something like this at ESPN, honestly, because in the recent past they've had a lot of kind of issues with racial shit and firing people and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. But I never have heard anything out of Fox Sports since their beginning to this magnitude. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I heard Stephen A. Smith talk about Skip Bayless, and he said, they worked together for a while on First Take when it originally aired on ESPN for
Yeah, long time.
like 4 or 5 years. He said the Skip Bayless that I know from working with him then, he wouldn't even lend out $15 to somebody, so let
Right.
alone
Yeah.
1.5 million for some
Mm-hmm.
some hairdresser or some shit like that.
Right.
So I'm not, and he said, it's been a while since I've known each other, since we've worked together. I do know him very well, but how well do you really know somebody?
Well, you
Right.
don't.
Yeah,
And then
Right.
that's what all this
Mm-hmm.
boils down to, man. It's
right.
shit like this you never want to hear about. The lady's name is forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right, but Nushin Faraji.
Yeah,
Faraji.
yeah, yeah,
Nushin
yeah.
Faraji.
That sounds
Mm-hmm.
right.
But she's a hairstylist, and what we know about her is she worked on for Fox Sports for 12 years until this previous August of 2024. And then now she's a hairdresser and she works with celebrities, actors. She's done work on Colin Coward's sports talk show as
Yep.
hairdresser. I mean, she's a hairstylist on all these. She's worked with CeeLo Green before in music videos. I mean, she's got quite a reputation. A lot of
Mm.
actors. She works at a salon now in Beverly Hills. It says so. She has quite the resume. She's worked with a couple prolific figures, and she's never said anything like this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's a very detailed 42-page lawsuit she filed, and it's very descriptive and it names specific people. She's
Mm-hmm.
named, she's not hiding from it. So, I mean, this woman was probably harassed at some point. Now, am I the
Mm-hmm.
one to sit here and say that Skip did it per se, or maybe that other Charlie Dixon guy? I mean, I don't know, but I'm more than likely somebody
Right.
wronged this woman somewhere along the line to where she's got enough to file this, big of a lawsuit against, the network and these people. She worked there
Mm-hmm.
12 years, and people, you get done wrong and you move on, and you ain't gonna stay silent for long when that shit comes out. When you hit your breaking point, obviously you don't work there no more. They can't hold nothing over you. So, I mean, obviously she felt like she was wrong and she's going after it, man. Damn, Skip Bayless, bro. We've criticized that man for just about
Mm-hmm.
everything. Can't keep his mouth shut. All this. I never thought we would be having this conversation about him, though, bro. I'm gonna keep it
Not at
real.
all. Not at all. But it's no telling what goes on in these places. Like when we
That's
had
a
them
fact.
when we went back to the freaking the kids on the Nickelodeon shows and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
All the
man.
underground, all that stuff around on the same Disney freaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Pedophiles and all types of stuff. What I mean, there's a lot of stuff, man. We don't know about these people. We just see what they show face on.
Yep.
So he could be one of these sick motherfuckers, bro. So we don't know all the facts or whatever. But like you say, if she gave that detail stuff like that, it gotta be some truth to it. Some of it might be fabricated to get more money, but we don't know that. You feel me? So we got to take that as face value.
Yep.
And man, and you a married man, and you one of the biggest faces, whatever, on TV right now, bro.
He's not
That's
on
usually the
TV.
case when this
It don't
happens.
even matter. It don't matter if you did it or if you didn't do it, man, because your reputation finna be mud in the
Yep.
next
His
2,
reputation's
3, 4.
His reputation's
No,
been going down
but
for a few years now.
no, not even not even that.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Right.
Not like this. This
This
drops you
shit'll
to
lose
zero.
you bands.
This drops you to zero. You feel me?
Yep.
If any kind of things like this come around or whatever, like nobody's gonna want to touch you, bro. Nobody's even gonna want to be in your area. Like, no, Skip, man, you got stuff pending. That goes with anybody in those type of situations. So, like I say, hopefully Skip didn't do that stuff, and a lot of those guys didn't do that stuff. But knowing ESPN and knowing all those guys over there, she's a fine young woman. She fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Joy
for real.
Taylor.
It's now the
hairstylist.
Faraji, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hairstylist. So they be like, hey, well, you want to come through with this and that, whatever, man. I got a Bugatti outside for you. This, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, it could be all types of different situations.
Lil Wayne gave me this bitch, dog.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm friends
man.
with Lil Wayne.
And then it was talks that Shannon Sharp had tapped or whatever. So everybody feeling like, oh, they can tap in, and
Maybe
it's been a whole bunch of stuff.
Maybe she's the chick that he had on IG.
Ain't no telling, man.
Hey, don't get that shit, bro. Shannon Sharp is a hoe,
man. So it could be a whole bunch of different scenarios, man. I don't want to seem like I'm biased or I'm sexist on either end, but we have to see this stuff go all the way to the end before I can really, you know what I'm saying, for real. Because I don't want to take what she's saying that's so detailed. You feel me? Like, you got to give her time or whatever to state her case. You feel me? And then for Skip Bayless or whatever, saying people always like, oh yeah, man, he has never do nothing like that or whatever. You got to give him time to state his case as well. So with that being said, bro, like, oof, man, you can't play with these women like that, bro. For real,
Yeah,
you can't even say nothing. Touch them, this and that, whatever. Not even a dab or nothing. Like, hey, how you doing? From
you got to be careful anymore, man. It ain't
6 feet, right?
Yeah, man. It's a different world now, man.
You see a lot of these celebrities taking pictures with females, and they have their hands like this, or they have them where you can see
ain't taking no chances.
Bitch, you can't say I did nothing to you.
Yeah, you ain't taking no chances. I ain't doing that shit. I hear you, but all right, we can end it on that. But it's definitely crazy to actually read that in fine print and actually like, damn, dude, like that's so wild to me. Like Skip Bayless and all that. But yeah, hopefully word will get out. But what's disturbing is like it's radio silence from him, man. Radio silence, like you ain't like addressed this, nothing. Like, look forward.
Right, tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Like,
quiet.
Yep. I get that.
Don't start starting acting like Skip. Don't do Skip.
Yeah.
And hey, what, dude, you know what? And I'm telling you what, like knowing somebody like Skip Bayless who just can't help but to say shit and open their mouth and do all of this, bro. Like, if you knew in your heart that you definitely never did nothing wrong, I think you'd say something anyway.
A statement.
I don't know. That's just me, though.
Some kind of statement. Written statement.
Like some kind of subliminal thing or posted, but he just watched this word like, bruh, all right, well, that is what it is. We'll leave that on that front, man. And yeah. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Skip did that shit or not? We're going to wait on it for a little bit.
Gotta wait till more comes out. Because we've only heard her side. We haven't heard anybody else's side.
Right. That's fair enough.
Mm-hmm.